Good evening. Welcome in daily UPSC editorial audio program. Welcome in daily UPSC editorial audio program. Judging the judges. The Times of India. We were warned. Now the full editorial. Judging the judges. The Times of India. Supreme Court does great service to court's dignity by calling out objectionable comments made from High Court bench, bringing to a close its suo motu case on two videos in which a Karnataka High Court judge is seen making irrelevant, even harmful remark. A five-judge CGI-led bench reiterated the basics of what should guide judges' constitutional task. It is important every judge is aware of his or her own predispositions. CGI Chanchur did well to take serious note of the two videos. In one, the High Court judge called a Bangalore Muslim majority area Pakistan. In another, he was mocking a woman lawyer by using offensive language. Justice Sri Sananda Sri Shananda has apologized earlier, though his initial counter was that his words were taken out of context. It is unfortunate Supreme Court had to remind judges of such basics, but rather frequent instances are emerging of judges making either communally charged or openly anti-women rights comments. Have have they suddenly turned offensive? No, it is CGI's welcome measure of live streaming and recording of court proceedings that is capturing some of the reality of courtroom discourse. Supreme Court picked up in this case, and in doing so, it showed it is aware of unsavory observations some judges make, observations that no longer escape public attention. Supreme Court observed that the demands of the electronic age would elicit appropriate modulation of behavior both on the part of the bar and the bench in the future. Two developments over the last few years have helped expose preachy righteousness of some judges countrywide, where own prejudices and biases weigh heavily upon their conduct in court. One, live streaming has taken the court to the public. Two, the emergence of dedicated court reporting websites has captured a plethora of cases, causes, and comments that otherwise would be limited to lawyers alone. This is forcing courtrooms to be that much more accountable in a manner of speaking to the public they serve. Supreme Court repeatedly emphasizes judges should avoid patriarchal and misogynistic stereotypical commentary on women's dress, behavior, status, etc. But judges continue to make loose comments, a misplaced morality, damaging to the dignity of court and its proceedings. Supreme Court fixed that today the heart and soul of judging is the need to be impartial and fair. Here is hoping judges will take note. We were warned. World is now living with extreme weather and extreme reluctance to take serious action about climate change. Heat almost killed you, wilting your plants and making life miserable for all creatures, great and small. Toxic air, a daily regular, burning your eyes, choking your airways. Rain washed your daily routine away, brought your city to a standstill in sometimes chest deep water. Everywhere in India, in different ways, the last few months have shown us what extreme weather looks like. The cost in lives lost, infra damaged, work hour foregone, and health risk is already large. Now pundits are warning of extreme cold condition in some parts of India in the winter. So whom to blame? Really, mirror on the wall. Scientists warned us the first climate deal was linked was inked over a quarter of a century ago, but the greenhouse effect was first identified exactly 200 years ago. In 1824, the scientist who identified it wrote, establishment and progress of human societies can notably change in vast regions the state of the surface, distribution of water, and great movements of the air. Such effects are able to vary the average degree of heat. By 1896, greenhouse effect was first calculated. It took another 100 years of development for the world to ink its first climate deal to save the planet in the 1996 Kyoto Protocol. But COP have been a cop out glitchy episodes of theoretic theatric climate negotiations, dramatic emission targets, impressive goals, and shadowy lobbies. In 2023, US Congress and European Parliament members wrote to UN about their profound concern that current rules permit private sector polluters to exert undue influence. The Egypt COP has a record 636 delegates who work for fossil fuel companies. Rivers polluted and dry, oceans warmer and rising, glaciers melting more and more, ACs wearing for longer period. Human action alone has unleashed climate change upon us. Rail at the weather, but it heeds no criticism. How to mitigate? Even heat action plans are just that, plans. There is little evidence coverage required to protect, especially outdoor workers, have been achieved. Traffic police, airport outdoor crew, street vendors, gig workers are all on their own, as are we withered by the weather. Thank you.